since you just conceded that factual information can be relayed in a non-biased manner, how do you determine the veracity of a statement without judging that person's characters? Now, I'm asking specifically, empirically, how do you validate claims?
Because we have the nuances that we have had people that illustrate those biasm through racism and all this other type of stuff throughout history.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
When I'm talking about black people, I'm describing two people. I'm talking about niggas and I'm talking about butlers, the black male, the black men, the nerds, right? So we is so impactful. By us stepped outside of American standard, by us stepping outside from the American standard, we created our own standard. Ebonics, slang. You got people all across the globe mimicking that. The way we dress.
Okay, Jay, what good comes from that, Jay? You saying things, but what good comes from it?
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, but Jay, listen. The question of what we're speaking about is. Okay, what? Give me one. You haven't answered none of my questions. Let's see if you can answer this one.
Because I want to be able to tell, like when you spoke, I want to be able to acknowledge all of the stuff that niggas created and how impactful it is to the point where not the black, not
what good did it do? No, answer the question. All of the stuff, Jay, stop it, Jay.
Created.
All of the stuff that
niggas created.
Jay,
so
listen, Jay. No, Jay. All of the things that you stated, what, just answer the question. Incorrect. No one's trying to emulate anything. Listen, Jay, just answer this question. All of the things that you just stated, what good has it done for black people as a whole? We know some rappers got popular and got rich.
If you want me to tell you.
Please do.
You know what's so good? You want me to tell you what's so good about it? Because not only that niggas adopted this attitude, this creation that they created, you know it's good when you got white people emulated. You got people in UK.
That doesn't, because white people are doing it doesn't mean that it's good. What?
What have the nerds created? Influence. Nerds and
Jay. Okay.
Only thing a black nerd do is regurgitating the stuff that they have heard from white people. If I want something from a nerd, I go to a white person and get that. Because the only thing a nerd is doing is emulating and being a butler. That's all.
Okay,
if I want to go to your boss, you're a nerd, right? If I want to learn something in your culture, being a nerd, all I got to go to the white people. They more powerful than you.
Okay, I got you, man. So listen, man, listen. We get what you saying. We get what you saying. But you got to be one mic at a time, and if not, I'm gonna have to start muting you. I'm gonna have to start muting you. So, commentary. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. I'm gonna have you ask a question or join in the conversation in a quick second, Jay. Okay. But I just want to state something here for Jay and for the audience. I asked you multiple questions, and you've never actually answered any of my questions. No, you didn't. No, you said that it's good because if white people do it, that means it's good. So your entire appeal is to appeal to another race, which means it's good. That's nonsensical. So how can you be pro-black if what's pro-black? Stop it. How can you be pro-black? Stop it, Jay. Listen, how can you be pro-black and stand up for black people, but the only way to see that some black people are doing good things is to appeal to other white people and get their approval? That makes no sense. That's illogical. That's illogical. I would say that, guess what, Jay? Guess what? You are worse. You are part of the Ku Klux Klan. It's like, God dang. For us to say that anything is good that black people does, we need to go to the white man. You're a KKK member. You might as well put on a white hood.
Fugazi, you won't let me finish.
Listen, no, we heard you a lot. Jay, listen. I'll let you speak a whole lot, which I normally don't do. People be mad because I be cutting people off. You muted right now too, because you need to hear this. People be mad because I be cutting people off. You know, all the panty boys, the new panty boys that's in the chat, like, Cooley, you're always cutting people off. Let people finish their point. So I let you get it all out. I heard your worldview. The audience, the live chat, we all heard your worldview. And now I just been asking you questions. And all of these questions that I asked you, you couldn't answer. So guess what? I'm going to land my plane here. Commentary. What's up, man? Introduce yourself, and I know if you want to ask some questions or add to the topic, hop in.
So since I represent one of these house Negroes that he speaks of, let me just, I've been on here several times, Cooley. I don't think I've ever actually told you what my background was at any point in time, did I?
No.
Okay, just so we're clear, I have a master's degree in molecular biotechnology. I also have a bachelor's degree in biology with specialization in cellular, molecular, and biotechnology. So when I hear people talking about genes and what they think about this and that and type of stuff and what they think genetics gonna do, I always have to ask where they get their information from, because I know good and goddamn well what I heard was not accurate in any sense. And I mean,
where did you get your information
about
from?
Melanin, about what you think it is, and anything like that.
So can I ask you a question?
Go, please.
You say you're a biologist and all this other type of thing. You got a master's degree, right?
I do.
So when you was doing your studies, right, and the information that you was receiving is had to study through those textbooks, right?
Right.
Have you ever did studies on the people that research that? Do you even know their character to make them even credible? Because would you agree, first off, before we get any further, I want to see if you would admit to something. Would you agree that there's people of American government controlled, whatever, researchers, whatever the case, studies, scientists, all those type of people, will you agree that a lot of them, those people could be biased?
Every view that someone gives from their personal opinion is biased. Every single one.
So if they are biased, right? If they are biased, that means certain truth or certain information they're gonna be a bias about. They just gonna make an opinion based on they're gonna just defend what benefits them instead of the truth. Would you agree? Because you just admitted
no,
they are biased.
No, I said that there's a bias. I didn't say that the veracity of their statements was in question.
So you can have a bias. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Let me qualify. How you trust it? Okay, you can't trust nothing with a bias.
I'm telling no. So when I say bias, there's going to be a bias towards being objective. There's a bias towards an ethnocentric mentality. There's a bias towards a certain class. It depends what the topic is, and it depends what it is. If I tell you that there are squirrels outside of my window having sex, is there a bias in that statement? Yes or no?
You said if it's squirrels outside your window having sex?
If I tell you right now that there are squirrels outside of my window having sex, is there a bias in that statement? Yes or no?
Answer the question, bro.
No. Okay.
I said no.
So I just demonstrated to you that factual information can be relayed to a person without a bias. Correct?
I
Yes.
will give you that.
Yes. Okay.
I will give you that, but it's
okay,
nuances.
Hold on for a second. I heard. Look, I've listened to this for the
last. Jay, let him land his plane.
Give me a second.
It's because it's nuanced.
Since you just conceded that factual information can be relayed in a non-biased manner, how do you determine the veracity of a statement without judging that person's characters? Now I'm asking specifically, empirically, how do you validate claims?
Because we have the nuances that we have had people that illustrate those biasm through racism and all this other type of stuff throughout history, right? And so the nuances of that matter, it like you just agreed and admitted to, that there is biasm. So with biasm, racism through the history that we've been having throughout these years, because if we did studies on the people that gave you those textbooks, I'm quite sure they existed during slavery days, and they came up with all this stuff when they was extremely racist and more heavily on the bias end. So the nuances is you can't just say everything they say was genuinely honest, because it was the nuance is that they had a lot of racism and a lot of biasm against a specific race. So those are the nuances. So you cannot trust it.
Jay, I don't know what biasm is, but can you do me a favor and repeat the question that I originally asked you?
You asked me, can you be, since I have conceded to the point that you can speak a fact without doing all this research and all this other type of stuff, then I just reiterate that there is bias, the nuances to your question.
No, that isn't what he's. Yeah, that isn't what he stated. So Jay, here's what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna bring up some more people because I want to get some more people involved into the conversation and stuff like that. But I think Spin